Hello dear students, today we are going to start with our chapter 7, which is coordinate geometry. Before starting with the formulas which we are to do in class 10, let's recall few things which you have earlier done in your class 9 in coordinate geometry. Our coordinate geometry is related to Cartesian plane, which consists of two mutually perpendicular axes. X-axis are known as horizontal axis. Horizontal axes are known as x-axis and the vertical axes are known as y-axis. These axes are also called Cartesian axis or coordinate axis. And we also learned how to locate a point in this Cartesian plane. How to locate a point in this Cartesian plane. Suppose a point P is having coordinates 2 and 3. So it is located with the help of this point, which is whose coordinates is x coordinate is 2 and y coordinate is 3. Now this Cartesian plane is divided into 4 quadrants. This is our first quadrant in which x and y both are positive. Value of x is positive and value of y is also positive. This is our second quadrant in which the value of x is negative and value of y is positive. This is third quadrant in which x and y both are negative, and this is our fourth quadrant in which x is positive and y is negative. Also, let's recall the definitions. What is abscissa? The x coordinate of a point is called abscissa. Like this point is having x coordinate is equal to 2. Its x coordinate is called abscissa. X coordinate of any point is called abscissa, and y coordinate of any point is called ordinate. So what is the ordinate of this point P? The ordinate of this point P is 3, and the point where the two mutually perpendicular axes meet, that point is known as origin of the coordinate system. And we know that origin of the coordinate system has coordinates 0 and 0. So next we'll be discussing is, if a point is on x-axis, if a point lies on x-axis, then its coordinates are x comma 0. Means the point which lies on x-axis, its ordinate is always equal to 0, its y coordinate is always equal to 0. If a point is on y-axis, means if a point lies on y-axis, then its abscissa is always equal to 0, or its x coordinate is always equal to 0. You have all these things you have studied in your class 9. Now we are starting with our first formula, which is distance formula, which is used to find out the distance between any two points in the coordinate system. Suppose we are having a point P which is having coordinates x1, y1, and there is another point Q which is having coordinates x2, y2. Then the distance between two points P x1, y1 and Q x2, y2 is given by the formula PQ is equal to x2 minus x1, x2 minus x1 its whole square, plus y2 minus y1 its whole square. If a point is represented with the help of coordinates x1, y1, and another point is represented with the help of coordinates x2, y2, then how do we find the distance between these points P and Q? The distance between the points P and Q is calculated with the help of a formula which is known as distance formula, and it is given by the distance PQ is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 its whole square plus y2 minus y1 its whole square. Let's understand this formula with the help of examples. Now, the example 1 we are discussing is, find the distance between the points A whose coordinates are given by 2, 4 and B whose coordinates are given by -1, 5. How do we find the distance between any two points in the coordinate system? It is always calculated with the help of distance formula, and distance formula is x2 minus x1 its whole square plus y2 minus y1 its whole square. So what are the given points? The given points are a is equal to a is 2 comma 4 and b is minus 1 comma 5. So what is the value of a? What is the value of x1? x1 is 2. First point is represented with x1 y1 and second point is represented with x2 y2. So what is x1 given? It is 2. What is y1 given? It is 4. What is x2 given? It is minus 1. And what is y2 given? It is 5. So we'll find out the distance between these points. Now we know that the distance between any two points is given by the formula distance is equal to x2 minus x1 its whole square plus y2 minus y1 its whole square. What was given as x1 is equal to 2, y1 is equal to 4, x2 is equal to minus 1 and y2 is equal to 5. So let's substitute the values. X2 minus x1 is minus 1, x2 is minus 1, x1 is 2. What is y2? It is 5, y1 is 4. So it is minus 1 minus 2 its whole square plus y minus 4 its whole square. So it becomes minus 3 whole square plus 1 square. 9 plus 1 is equal to 10 units. We always write units with the distance because whatever the units are, the distance is in centimeters, meters, kilometer, whatever it is. When we are not given any unit, we write distance, whatever the distance we calculate, we write units with it. So what is the distance between the given 2 points A and B? It is 10 units. Now let's understand again with the help of another formula, another example. Find the distance of the point P 7, 4 from origin. Find the distance of point P 7, 4 from origin. So we know that coordinates of the origin is represented with letter O and its coordinates are given are 0, 0. What are the coordinates of point P? We are given 7, 4. So what is x1? It is 0. What is y1? It is also 0. x2 is 7 and y2 is 4. So again we'll make use of distance formula. OP is the distance between 2 points O and P is represented as OP. It is given by x2 minus x1 its whole square plus y2 minus y1 its whole square. 7 minus 0 its whole square plus 4 minus 0 its whole square. What is x2? It is 7. What is x1? It is 0. What is y2? It is 4. And what is y1? It is 0. So 7 minus 0 its whole square plus 4 minus 0 its whole square. 7 square plus 4 square. What is 7 square? It is 49. 4 square is 16. So it is, what is the distance between the points O and P? Means what is the distance of the point P from the origin? It is square root of 65. So the distance between OP is given by square root of 65. Thank you.